people are more on the other side of things and you kind of disagree more with conservatism and disagree with Christianity, I ask that you guys ask the questions first. If you're more conservative leaning, you guys can go after. So I'm opening up the floor. Yeah.
Takes a lot of things off of your back. However, there's millions of faiths out there, so you should not push your own onto other people. People's identities are 100% their own. And then if it's not your jurisdiction. If you are advocating for something more like opportunity for trans people in sports, or something to explore this new perception we have of reality, then I would be supporting you. But what you're doing here is not fighting for equality.
Absolutely.
What I will say, first and foremost, is I will 100% discriminate against men in women's sports. Like, I will discriminate against men in women's spaces. I will 100% discriminate from men trying to take women's opportunities, their awards. And then what I'd say too is, what is the truth? That's what it comes down to. There's no. So what your position would be okay with biological men who have a biological advantage over women? You're okay with them invading the women's space. There's a reason there is women's sports and men's sports. You are totally okay if someone identifies, they just say, I feel this way. They're going to take some hormone blockers for about a year or so, and you're going to say they are now female, and they're okay with the view. Why do you think Title IX was put together in the first place?
Title IX didn't protect me from a 6-foot white man like you. And because he had a privilege of having wealth behind him, I couldn't speak out against him.
So you're going to try to put me in the same space as a disgusting assaulter.
Because
just because I'm a tall white man, you're going to put me in the same space as that. You're going to say
women when you're
like you said that you weren't a threat, but in this sense, when you understand that privilege is a threat, it becomes violent.
What privilege have you shown?
You're the face of privilege. You're a white
to
man.
have choices to live your life the way you want.
That is so racist. You cannot be racist if you're not a choice. A person of color.
It's America, choice.
So that's so literally right there. That is a woke ideology that is telling you that's telling you that white people, you can't be racist to white people.
The gender binary in the 17th century. Take a basic biology class. Come on.
Do you believe that it's unfair to put me in the same position, in the same realm as that vile, evil assaulter?
You are just digging yourself in a hole because you're so afraid.
So you're telling me I am the same as that sexual assaulter?
And it is wrong. It's going to become outdated. And
you're telling me that I am the same as that sexual assaulter?
Here and acting like that this was okay.
And you need a green concealer.
What would you suggest we do with women's sports?
I never been so jealous.
What would you suggest we do with women's sports? So, do you believe that men have a biological advantage over women? So you're saying we've now reached 2022, 2023, and reality has totally changed. You know what's going to happen, right, if they continue to allow people that are going to identify as women? It's the end of women's sports. There's a reason you're never, ever going to see a biological woman transition to a man and then find success in male sports. It's not going to happen. Because there's a biological advantage that men have over women. It's not fair. But I want to understand, that's why we're having this discussion. What do you think that the biological advantage that men have over women could somehow change tomorrow, or the next day, or the next year, or the next decade? There's different events that you're gonna have. A biological male, they have a bigger lung capacity. They're structurally different than women. Will Thomas dominated in the long events. The shorter events, you saw that they were starting to get a little bit closer in ability, but that's not showing equality between men and women. That's showing how bad of a swimmer Will was and will always be. Will was in 500 something in male sports in college. Will was not a good male swimmer in the grand scheme of everything. So of course when you can... Will already had a biological advantage over this woman. Men are always going to have a biological advantage. So what I'm trying to understand is what's the solution here? Just continue to allow it? So you would... So you're totally fine with men and women's sports. That's what I'm getting at.
They are women.
So and that's it. Like now we've heard that men are totally allowed in women's sports. Again, I'm telling you, that's going to eliminate women's sports. There's going to Title IX. Just have sports. Goodbye to women in sports. WNBA gone. Professional soccer, women gone. Every single college. How am I abusing my faith? Telling people the truth.
Your truth. It's nothing to do with your faith, bro.
Your narrative. God became, Jesus Christ became this relevant figure because he broke against the oppression of what was happening to him. He fought for humanity. And so you should as well be fighting for humanity. Period. You are choosing to go back. You are choosing to digress.
How is this digression? How is this not Christ?
Not accepting everybody.
You're not God.
Tell me this then. Of course I'm not God. I don't pretend to be. Did Jesus accept everybody's lifestyle? The truth is,
The Bible doesn't even talk about being trans.
okay, so let me break this down for you.
I
then,
used to
too.
be a Christian for 25 years, and I was a junior high leader too.
Right here
I
too.
said everything that you
Love
said,
does not
it's
equal acceptance
wrong.
of lifestyle.
You can smile all you want, like an
When
arrogant
Jesus
prick.
met the
I don't
woman at
care.
the well,
You're
he
in
did
the
not tell
wrong,
her,
dude.
oh,
You're
it's totally
laughing at
fine that
her.
you committed
Fine.
adultery
Go
many
for it,
times.
but you're in the wrong.
He's also not saying that it was okay, the men that took advantage, but he's talking to her, the woman at the well. He did not say, live your truth, you're okay, let me give you some words of wisdom, and then go. He said, go and sin no more. When you had the religious leaders of the day that caught the other woman in adultery,
You were smart.
said, whoever hasn't sinned,
never
cast
happened.
the first stone. He said, go and sin no more. His love was never an acceptance of lifestyle. And that's exactly what my love's going to be too. Like I shared with everybody too, Christians are the ones that actually care about this community more than progressives, more than liberals, more than leftists, more than Biden, and more than his administration. We're going to tell them the truth. We're seeing people detransition in droves. They're saying, no, this wasn't the truth. I mutilated my body, or I allowed people to coerce me into mutilating my body, and now they have irreversible damage that they're dealing with for the rest of their life. there's nothing loving about telling, especially a minor, to tell you that you're something that you just biologically can't be. Biological sex is not a feeling. XX or XY. Just, I invite you, like, please read the Word of God. And if there's anything that you saw in there that I'm speaking against and not being Christ-like, I'm happy to be called out on it. But I will not pretend like Jesus would have been some hippie, free-loving, wearing a pride jersey. Jesus. That's not Jesus at all. Jesus loved us enough to give us the truth. And that's what I want to give people is the truth. Because if we keep going along this route, we're going to see more and more destruction. We're going to see more division. We're going to see more bodies mutilated. And we're going to see more people empty, unfulfilled, and have no purpose in their life. The only reason I have purpose in my life is Jesus Christ. But I couldn't get away. No matter how far I went. And yeah, while we're, I do appreciate the discussion too. And I hope that like me and anybody else that are having these discussions, this is not about a debate that I want to win. It's not what it's about. I think you can hopefully understand that conservatives really do care about women's sports because they really do care about women. They really do care about people that identify as trans because they want them to know the truth. And seriously, I hope you understand too that like conservatives want to continue to have these conversations, and I think they can be fruitful. I'm happy to keep dialogue going. I know, but the sun is going down, so like if we take another like question or two, and then we'll kind of break this up. And what's your name again? Summer? Summer, I appreciate the conversation. Thank you.
Soccer game.
Sounds like you're really invested in our conversation, man.
Who's playing?
Who going in? Mexico, USA.
Claro que México.
You know I gotta go USA.
Viva México.
USA, man.
And I want to see a good game. Maybe that doesn't make me seem like racist against Mexico. I just love my country, okay? Any other questions? Yeah.
What do you have to say for conservative students at SFSU who are at risk or fearing for scholarship?
So he's asking about what do you think about conservatives that have been silenced on campus, maybe are being threatened that they're going to lose their scholarships, they're going to maybe not have the ability to graduate. Like I know I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of really brave TPUSA students that have been threatened by the university to say like, I don't know if you're going to be able to graduate. I don't know if you're going to be able to hold on to your diploma. For a place, again, that cares so much about diversity, the diversity of thought is out the window. They're now telling you that free speech is out the window. They're now telling you that violence is peace. It's absolutely disgusting. You can have your time to speak. You can have your time to speak. But what I would say is we need to make sure too, I would read the email from your president. We're not victims, we're victors. You should probably read the president's email. So what I'd say is we conservative students, we have your back. Keep being bold. Please. Know that you have people like me, you got Turning Point USA that want to have diversity of thought. All right, because I think that's important. Something that's not happening is agreeing to disagree. I don't know why that is no longer a thing in our society at all, but it's nice to have a conversation. We just had a conversation, we agreed to disagree. We can't figure everything out in one conversation, and I think it's good to have a conversation. It's like, all right. All right. That's a brand new one. I've not heard that before. All right. At this point too, seriously, you got one more question? Last. Yeah. This is gonna be the last one too, and then we're gonna get going since the sun's going down.
Thank you. I would like to know your position on trans women and trans men in sports lower than college. You have a differing position than on upper division college.
I mentioned that earlier.
I'm sorry.
So, you're fine. You're fine. Was there like music going on or something? No, I'm just so in general too, what we're seeing now, like the parents that I told you I met at my gym, you have kids as young as 6 or 7 that are competing against biological boys. There still is a biological advantage. Like sure, we're
Fucking Jesus Christ! Take a biological.
6 and 7, there's no advantage.
No, this guy thinks trans people can have kids.
Jesus. Have you ever heard of the intersex community? Like
Kicks
Jesus.
in around like 9, 10.
So what you're starting to see, there's a closer gap
ignorance
there
is
too.
so
But what you're seeing
strong.
now, like with those swim meets,
Anti-
the boys dominating
Anti-science,
every single time.
anti-history.
So we know that there is a biological advantage. We're seeing it more drastically once they go through puberty.
Kids a conservative family has because we can change our mind.
Okay, I grew
Yeah.
up here. I changed my mind.
So we're seeing this happening in high school too. And a
Freedom.
big problem is too is
I
a lot of this stuff is coming down to lawsuits as well. That they're just blindly allowing this, and then it's affecting student scholarships, their opportunities, their awards. We're seeing a closer gap when these kids are younger before puberty, yes. But there still is drastically more of an advantage to be a man competing against women than a woman competing against there. And then what I'd say too is, again, it's child abuse. If you have parents that are just using their kids as political pawns and just shoving them inside of these girls' sports and saying like, you're actually a girl.
I have no idea what the song says, and they like it. Yeah.
These young kids, absolutely. So can I respond to that one? Their own agency. What we're seeing now is you're telling kids that they can make adult decisions without telling their parents at all. You can have your body mutilated and you don't need to go through your parents. Sure, kid, you can't drive till you're 16. You can't buy cigarettes till you're 18. You can't vote till you're 18. You can't drink alcohol till you're 21. But sure, go ahead as a minor. Go ahead and just make an irreversible decision and mutilate your body just because surgeries.
With extensive medical approval, who are we? I'm a polytechnic. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if any of you
How many kids do you have? You look like
we
you're
step in
13.
front of all the pediatric associations, the
Do you expect me to have kids?
Well, you look like
all
you're
these
50.
professionals
Oh,
saying
do you
this
think
is
you
what
don't
this
have
child
kids?
Oh,
How many kids should I
that's very
have?
I think it's
Christian of
pretty
you.
silly to
older
start
people
bringing
usually
up
have
the
kids.
WHO
Actually,
as
50
if
is
they
not
are
even
an
an
irrefutable
insult.
source after what we've seen over the past 3 years.
You should know that. Older people usually have kids though.
I feel the Christian love so much. Thank God for the Christian love over here. This man.
You can't try to say that allergies are the same thing as cutting off penises and cutting off boobs. And cutting off reproduction. Yeah.
Why not? These are things that are going on under medical
I remember when I was
stuff like that.
It's okay.
You just,
There's,
okay.
I adamantly disagree
I get
about those things. There's allergies and body mutilation through gender affirming care. It's not the same thing. What? Why do you ask?
I don't know. Are you against all surgeries that reaffirm somebody's identity, or are you just specifically against it when it reaffirms somebody's trans identity?
Do those people feel like they're a different gender?
No, but they feel like maybe
Are they a minor?
there's like sounds like
Oh yeah. I feel like when you're at a meeting and they're like, okay, I think that's it. Did anyone have any questions? I'm just kidding, but I am cool.
Yeah.
Why are
This will be the last one too. We're gonna start wrapping up since the sun's going up. Is having facial reconstruction is not the same as cutting off your reproduction. How is facial reconstruction? That has nothing to do with
getting your grafting skin, stuff like that, molding stuff, bending stuff, surgery, that's denied.
We're not going to play the game like that's the same thing as body mutilation and acting like you're a different.
Hey, can I make a request?
Alternative.
So what you're having people is like, you know, we're either XX or XY.
There's the same sense of community.
We're either XX or XY. We're born
it's
male
way
or
more fun. It's featured.
yeah, but there's like fraction and fraction and percentage.
percentage.
getting breast implants or getting a facial reconstruction is not the same thing as absolutely just cutting off reproductive parts, cutting off your penis, cutting off boobs. That is not the same thing that you're now telling people that in order to really feel like the other biological sex, you need to completely mutilate your body. That is not the same. And the big thing too, I think that a lot of us can agree on, left, right, or center, there's absolutely no reason this should be pushed on kids. Kids are being indoctrinated at a young age to tell them, like, if you feel this way, you need to go and get surgery to actually look that way. I don't believe that's right. And I don't think a lot of people on any side of the political aisle will say that that's okay. We need...
Identify transgender or trans because they take a minute.
That's a lot of words. I'm trying to keep up.
I 3 days ago. 3 days ago. So this is idea that there was social media. And I agree that maybe social media has fueled some of that, but I think that the majority of people aren't under that.
Well, let me.
I would probably agree with you, probably not based off what you're specifically saying, but like what I brought up earlier, you can't change your tone of voice. You can't, and I know you're not saying it, that's why I think that people...
I thought you were
So that's the first time.
And that's why I hope that people like understand, like you and everybody else here, that like I love people enough to tell them the truth. You can't change your biological sex, and like allow kids to be. Yeah, and that's why people, and that's why people like we have. And then that's what I would say too. And then that's what I'd say too. Like when you're an adult, you can make adult decisions. I don't believe that you should have this pushed on minors at all. When you're adults, you can make adult decisions. That also does not mean at the same time that you can push that on children. That's what it goes back to. Is you have people that are living this lie and they're now trying to indoctrinate kids, and it's being accepted from the highest levels of government, and it's in every single institution. I don't think that's okay. Like if someone wants to go and absolutely mutilate their body as an adult, they have every right to do so. But don't you dare push that on kids or children or minors at all. But I know we're gonna wrap up. I know I would love to. I'd love to talk more. What's your name, bro? Jordan, thanks, bro. But guys, seriously, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome.
Seriously, this has been a lot of work from the TPUSA students, and I hope this leads to great conversations on campus. You guys are all leaders on campus to have these kind of discussions. And again, know that you're not going to be able to make a difference in just one conversation. But at the same time, too, my DMs are always open. You want to talk about Christ, you want to talk about the truth, I'm happy to keep conversations going. But please drive back safe, walk back safe. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. That was so much better with you guys there.